Unlimited contract review and also document review. So be sure to see Mary. I've read it for over 30 years.
Yeah. I'll talk to you in a bit about it, okay?
Actually, you stock up all those.
I haven't had a chance to put a pencil to it, so we'll talk before I leave, okay? Be happy to be the speaker.
We also have the County Health Department right over here with their lead grant program, Jerry Kulkowski. So be sure to see him before you leave. I have 8 houses with him right now. But Dave, he kind of corners the market. I think he's had all the windows and everything done in every single one of his houses. He keeps them busy. We also have that neighborhood church from North Toledo, and Pat Cannon. He's back here looking for similar to what we do with Donate a House and Habitat. He actually has all kinds of great programs for that area, teaching how to do computers, teaching them how to do auto repair, auto upkeep, things like that, maintenance, work with computers, all kinds of stuff that he does in that neighborhood. And he's looking for all kinds of volunteers if you'd like to help some youth in the area. We also have Grupo Alarm. They're our ASCII experts, so they're back there, and you've got to ask them about them. No wires, automated alarm system that you can move from vacant house to vacant house to vacant house. It's phenomenal. See Gary back there. We also have Flex Property Management, and we're going to talk to him in just a minute. We also have Heritage Benefit over here, and they're a coalition of like six different companies. You come on up after get at the end of buy, sell, and trade. He's going to give away $25 red lobster.
Yeah.
I heard that. Everybody went. Okay. We also have the REIA store back there with the tow-ins, and they've got all kinds of logo wear from briefcases to sweatshirts to t-shirts. So they're there for you. I guess he's always on with so he's our 179 window guy that has fantastic deals on windows. We also have Chamberlain Law. Where's Chamberlain? There you are. Are you watching that guy? Are you watching my stash of gold? I am. You better. Chamberlain's Law here, and he's great with financial planning, so you need to talk to him if you haven't. And we have Stanchion and Sons here, and he does, there he is. Stanchion and Sons does just a fantastic job on our multi-units. We have them up every 2 weeks, and it's such a great price that I can't possibly go out and even do it myself. So he's here, he's got all kinds of deals for you. So see these great vendors, they're here for your benefit, and so that you have their card when you need them. So I'm sure you check that out. I can't touch it. They got me on a short leash here, so go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, who would like a red convertible sports car for free?
Yeah, baby.
Go over there and see Steve and sign up for it, or a date with Steve. Document one of those two off. 24 hours with Steve, or not brand new, but a red Alfa Romeo convertible, giving it away in about 4 weeks.
Nice of that way.
I got lots of stuff to get rid of. I got some kitchen cabinets. I've got 600 or 800 feet of trim boards, not all used. Not all new. I've got some hardwood, bundles of hardwood floor that I never put in. I've got a bunch of used doors, 10, 12, 15, some used windows that are still in good shape. I'm trying to clear out a couple of my buildings. Give you my name and number. I also got about 10 properties that I'd like to see some life towards. Get your pencil out. My name is Larry. 419-902-3986. I got properties in West Toledo, South End, East Side. Give me a call or talk to me. Thanks.
We also have some waterfront properties.
Phone number again?
419-902-3986. Thanks.
On the waterfront property, they range from 49 to 99 right on the lake, and they are in pristine condition. And and we may not have many left. So if you're interested in that, give a call to 283-8427, 283-8427.
Hearing. I just wanted you to know about a program I just found out about this afternoon. Basically, the city is,
So if there's little ones, that means there's bigger roaches on them.
the city is partnering with Ohio Catholic Corporation for housing, and they will pay up to $1,000 for information leading to the arrest and conviction of house strippers. So, you know, you might want to do that when you're passing around some flyers. You might want to, you know, if you got a vacant property, I suggest you might want to put them on some of the houses nearby. Yeah, I believe so. I'm not certain if it's just Lucas, no, it's the city of Toledo, excuse me. Catholic Corporation for Housing. So they're basically working with the city and giving them some money for that. You know, if you have any other questions about it, you can probably call Bob Crum.
936-2020 is the mayor's hotline. That'll get you through. 936-2020.
I couldn't time this any better. I don't like house strippers either. I like pizza. If you have one of our interns come out and just take a look at your property, watch about a 2-minute video, and answer about 5 questions. You get a pizza at the pizza vendor of your choice, which could be Vito's, or any place else that you want. We have about 5 pizza vendors. Gary Bear with Rugo Alarm, our summer special is $99. Thank you.
We have a pre-stripped house. You don't have to strip it. It's already got the furnace on. Water heater on.
Sound good.
117 West Striker. But it is beautiful inside. It's got wood archways and the big wood columns in between the living room and the dining room and the entry and the staircase. So make an offer. It's a short sale to make this. Doesn't want it to get anywhere.
Hey, I'm Don Newman. I'm the president of REIA. And I just wanted to take a second to talk about a couple things. Number one, first of all, go to the REIA website. You'll be amazed. We're making a lot of changes. And something that is happening as we speak is Senator Seitz from outside of Cincinnati just presented a bill to the Senate here in Ohio. It's Senate Bill 349. It basically is the combative law against fair housing and what they're doing against landlords and property owners. Since they've been testing and testing and testing people and going after them for very ridiculous claims, they're trying to get people to pay upwards of $5,000 and $6,000 to avoid costs or avoid court. We had a case in Ashtabula, Mrs. Grabowski, which you've heard about. Well, she's kind of become our poster child. And since she has bills upwards of $100,000 because she didn't pay fair housing, it's gone all the way almost to the Supreme Court. We're finally getting a senator in Ohio to back us up. So watch for more information. Look at the website. There'll be more information about that coming out. It'll be up for election next year, so we've got to fight it now because fair housing and the Civil Rights Commission is fighting it now. So we have to come out with power against us. And also the convention. Make sure you sign up for the convention in November. I already spoke about it. But this is an education thing for landlords. It's a great opportunity to hear a lot of different speakers about the business that you're in. So I hope you can come. And in Toledo group, we usually get 30, 40, 50 people to go. And we have a good time too. So.
We also have one more house. It's called Hoarder's Delight. That's right, Hoarder's Delight. This house has 5.99 acres, 4 barns in good condition, 3 to 4 car garage, all brick home, pristine condition, with enclosed patio, hot tub, the works. It's a delight. So whether you're in business or you just want to do anything from watercraft to whatever, because it's out Williston Road behind the what used to be the Woodville Law. So anybody interested in that, give a call. It's 189.9. It just goes forever, and it is like picture perfect. The number there is 419-283-8427, and we have a drawing. This means my name's not in there. It's 4616 Williston, Northwood. It's considered Northwood, Ohio. So you've got the country, but you're close to everything. Also, somebody's missing a blue glass heart, if you find one around. Bill Carter, 7447 South Telegraph Road, Temperance, Michigan. And they've got a seminar coming up. What you thought to be true turned out not to be true. What would you like to know? The seminar is necessary for you. It's how to create your own bank without limits. And that is going to be August 16th, 10 a.m. till noon. That's Saturday at the Way Public Library, Harrisburg, 101 East Indian Road. You can take a look on your seats along with the free magazines. You also have Alan Cowgill, the one that teaches you how to do private money. He's going to teach you how to set up your business dramatically different so that it is auto-private and easy to use. So secrets you should know on how to boost your profits, cut your costs, work less, get more done fast. This is his boot camp, which is normally $28.98. If you call me for the REIA discount, I can get you in for $97. And that is, the boot camp is August 14th through 17th in Dayton. Anybody interested, be sure to bring this coupon to me, well, almost immediately, this week. All right, with that, I got really excited when I found out who was in the room today, seeing as how our speaker is still over in Chicago. Because this gentleman is a one-for-all, all-for-one type of guy. I mean, he's been on our REIA board, and I can't imagine he ever had time to do that. But he also sits on the board of Norris, which is the MLS system for all the board of realtors. He also owns a real estate company, Flex Realty. He has over 600 properties of his own. He's been, he has clients around the world. He also has Home Finder magazine, the For Sale by Owner magazine. He's also an auctioneer of renown. But most of all, he is a ball of fire and just a wealth of knowledge. Let me introduce to you Jim Moody. Where's that Charles?
By the way, if I own 600 properties, you'll actually think I'd be here tonight. I'd be calling from the island, okay? But we do manage 600 properties. Before we get started, I'm just laughing here, okay? Because the city of Toledo is 6 years behind REIA. Because I remember when Anna Mills and I was on a corner, I forget who all was there, and REIA started our own wanted campaign, where if you turned anybody in, we would give you $100. All we needed was a police report. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to see that the current administration is taking the lead of REIA only 6 years later, and half of Toledo's already been stripped down. But Anna asked me to come up and visit with you all tonight, and I thought, well, daggone it, now they've got the A-team here. So we're going to teach you, and here's the best part, y'all can take your wallets out because I got nothing to sell. Okay? But what I do have, hopefully, are some great tips. And whenever we have a national speaker here, just like Cindy, I will sit in the front row. Oftentimes you'll see me here because I hope that I can get just one tidbit of information. If I get one little nugget, it's worth me coming and learning something. And I learn all the time. And the biggest thing I learned is I don't know it all. That's a fact. In real estate, you always are learning. So I've got no tapes, I've got no outline. As a matter of fact, I'm writing it up here tonight. I went to my website. And so you're going to want to take notes, because what I'm going to talk to you tonight about is how to interview, or whether or not hiring professional property management is right for you. Okay? Now, for some of you, hiring a professional property manager will never be the right thing because you already know that you know it all. Okay? And no matter what happens, no property manager is ever going to be able to do it better than you. And I respect that if it works for you. For others, you know, you're foundering or you just need a lot more help. So what I want to do tonight is I'm going to share with you some ideas on how to interview a professional property management company, what to ask when you do professional property management. If occasionally it sounds like I'm doing a commercial for my company, I'm not. Okay? All I want you all to do tonight is to learn. But the only company that I know, the one that sets the gold standard, is the one that I happen to own. How convenient, okay? But I don't do this by accident. I actually have mystery shoppers. I send people to other property management companies to find out how they do things. And so, because the only way to beat the competition is to know the competition, is to be ahead of the competition. So, you know, one of the first thing I asked a couple people tonight when I was asked to speak, and by the way, I was asked to give this presentation 18 minutes ago. Okay? So if I have to go to some of my notes, please, you know, please forgive me. But so I asked a couple people, I said, what in the world would you want to know about a professional property management company? And the first one was, well, why would I want to use a property management company? And I thought that was a pretty legitimate question. For some people, you see, one of the things that you could do, if you want, there's only so many hours in the day that we can work, isn't it? I mean, if we just did a lot of meth or drank a lot of 5-hour energy drinks, we could only work 24 hours a day. But oftentimes we need more. So the way to be successful is to build a team around you. Okay? Now, if you're planning on owning 1 or 2 rental properties, that's fantastic. That's a great paying hobby. But if you want to build a business that you're going to be successful with, you've got to get the right team around us. We all know that you have to have a good accountant. And the worst accountant you can hire is the one that doesn't know anything about rental properties. We all know that eventually we're going to have to hire a good maintenance supervisor because we don't want to do it all anymore, do we, Al? We want to hire someone else that go and take care of that for them. Okay? So it's no different than hiring a professional property management team. You can decide to do one of 2 ways. You can either do it all yourself, which means you're going to limit the amount of success you're going to have, or you build a successful team around you. And a lot of people choose to hire a professional property management team so that they can grow. Now, when you have 1 or 2 properties, that's great, because you can learn the fundamentals, and you know when someone's taking advantage of you or not giving you the service or the degree of help that you feel you need. But obviously, you know, if you're going to grow, you grow by having a team around you. Oftentimes we simply get calls from people that turn it around. I just took a management on here the other day. It's in Lincolnshire. I'm excited by it. We're going to get $1,100 a month for it. But what was really interesting is that she says, but the tenant won't pay, or they always pay 3 or 4 weeks too late. You know, that doesn't work. So they'll hire us because, believe it or not, when the guy shows up in a white suit, okay, sometimes they answer the door a little bit more frequently. They pay a little bit more promptly. Now, the other thing that we might want to do, that a lot of people hire professional property management companies for, is simply to decrease your liability. How many people here besides me have a temper? Is there anybody here? How many people like your kids better than your own tenants' kids? How many people here get angry when the tenants are lying to you and not giving you the rent? When you go in there and you see they can't pay you the rent, but they have a 75-inch super hydrophonic television with every cable channel available to you, and they can't pay the rent, and they say that my dog is sick, I had a port, my grandma died for the 15th time, or any number of things, you might get angry, won't you? And then you'll say something that you regret, or punch someone that you probably shouldn't have, and lo and behold, now it's a question of how much you're going to give them the side of the house that you're in. Okay? That's just one example of liability decrease that you might have, or by decreasing your liability. Another one is fair housing. Now, I want to congratulate you all for being here at the Real Estate Investors Association. And you know, for those of you that have seen me talk back there, I want to congratulate you all for being here today. You're on your way, you know, this is why there's a 1% in America. And I worked so hard to get to that. You know why? Because we're not home watching Oprah tonight, are we? We're here trying to advance ourselves in education by learning, by networking, okay? And you don't have to be, you know, the finance expert. When I first came to Toledo, John Newman can attest to this, you know, I had a 4-door Ford Escort and none of the doors matched colors. Seriously, I had to park around the corner, okay, and walk there so that none of my clients, especially if I was listing their house, they wouldn't see how successful I was. Or I would get there 20 minutes early before the tenants would get there, or not the tenants, excuse me, you know, my buyers would get there, and I was parking like somewhere, you know, across the street down a little bit. Well, my wife dropped me off on the way. I mean, I'm trying to, God, forget this little white line. The point being is I bought my first rental house shortly after I got rid of that 4-door flat. So, you know, real estate keeps, so congratulations for being here. And that's why, you know, we're so successful in the real estate investment association. You know, I go to California. I recently paid someone, or I should say, someone just paid $42,000 to participate in a seminar that I go out to California. Get the same information that Anna, Don, board members. Come on. I don't even know how I got on that, by the way. I have somewhat schizophrenia when I go to talk, so please forgive me. All right, so you're going to use property management because you might want to build a team around you to turn things around. You might just find that management's just too much work because you want to contract with what you see, okay? Or that you can't collect the rent, you got a bleeding heart. I get it. Just remember, you know what, nobody lives for free. I could have a tattoo like that, but someday I may want to be buried in a Jewish cemetery, so I can't get one. For those of you, the joke is. Okay, so anyhow, let me tell you what we are not. This is what a property management company is about. We are not magicians or witches who whip up the perfect chemical. Okay? All we can do, is tilt the odds in your favor so that we all succeed. Okay? Another thing that we don't have is we don't have all the answers. I've tried to manage for a couple people in this room, failed miserably. I'll fess up to it. I'm man enough. I tried. I sleep good at night because we try as hard as we can. And your property management company should do that for you. Okay? Some property just requires someone to be there every other day. And a property management company cannot do that. A property management company cannot care about your property as much as you do. It's yours. Okay? Now make no mistake, we care. Nobody likes getting that phone call. We don't, you know, I don't like getting Monday morning. Everyone thinks I'm a real estate guy. You know I am? I'm a firefighter. I'm always putting out fires from over the weekend. Okay? The last thing I want you to do is call me up and say, Jim, you know, I'm disappointed. That's going to kill me. So, you know, we try as hard as we can, but sometimes we simply can't pull it off. And you know what? We're not doctors. We don't have the cure-all either to fix things, turn things around. You know, the foundation's crumbling on your house. I'm sorry to rent $300 a month if you don't have anything. I don't know how to fix that for you. So these are some of the things that we don't do. So now one of the things I want to do share with you is some of the things that we do or what you should ask for. And these are going to be about 11 questions what you should ask for when you're interviewing a professional property management company. And this might include if you buy a property in Dayton, Ohio, or Dayton, California. Okay? You can ask these questions consistently across the country. And the first thing, in my opinion, that you should look for, ask, is are you a licensed real estate agent? Now, I'm sure that there's like 4 people in this room that said, oh, you swear that's right. Well, let me tell you something. If you hire a professional property, if you hire a property manager, not licensed in the state of Ohio, not only are they breaking the law, but in Ohio, so are you. The Division of Real Estate can come after you for hiring someone who doesn't have a real estate license. Okay? Because there's a good chance that person, sooner or later, is going to break the law. I'm going to give you some examples momentarily. one of the benefits of hiring a licensed property manager, okay, is that he's not protected. You don't even know about it. How many people here know about the recovery fund? None of them. But here's what you get when you hire a professional property management company, and if they steal your money, guess what? You get to go to the Ohio Department of Commerce Division of Real Estate, and they will give you your money back. They will make you whole if someone steals your money. Okay? Let me ask you this: if someone goes and steals, how many of the people that have property that use property managers here? How many people know? How many times have they ever asked their accounts have ever been audited? Are you know the answer? None. Okay? Because the only people who trust accounts, in other words, where your money is stored, get audited is by the Division of Real Estate. Okay? And they come in there with a fine-tooth comb. And they make sure that the dollars match the debts, match the income. I get audited every couple of years. It's a Maylocks moment. Okay? I'm not worried about it, but it is. Okay? Because it's absolutely insane. But here's another one. When you hire a licensed company, okay, you have the world's best defense against their housing. Now, I'm the first person here to tell you every racist idiot. You know what they call 1,000 racists in the Bible? A good start. Okay? Now, the thing is, though, is that you can be inadvertent, and I'm going to give you a Jim Moody story, because you all think my name's Jim Moody, but it's really Black Cloud Boy. If it's going to happen, it has happened to me. So anyhow, I'm showing some apartment buildings to a friend of mine, Lyle Storage, in Florida, okay? And there are two apartment buildings that are over there by, I learned about the power train down hydromatic, you hate yourself, Toledo, okay? But I'm over there by Alexis Road. And so this one apartment building I go and show, and I think my land's pretty expensive cell phone with me, and I go in the house and turn it down. And then the next one I go, and I'm going to leave my phone in the car because it's ringing. I think it's rude when you're with your customers, right? And so I lock my door. And as I'm walking up, I start, and I go, holy smokes! I locked my door, and I didn't on the last one. It was just the fair housing officer because of that. And they go, you know, Jim, we noticed that. We thought maybe this neighborhood wasn't as safe as the other. All because I locked my door in one neighborhood and then the other. And the only reason was because I left my cell phone there when I did the other. Inadvertent like that, guess what? Lawsuit. Let me give you another one. Guy has a daughter's in a wheelchair. 5 o'clock on a Friday night. So the guy, such a woman with might up being a student manager. He goes into this place. And it's a flat. Okay? It's a flat. A little bit later then, so they look at it, he goes, this is not for me. He goes, but do you have anything other available? And Sue goes, well, I've got an upper duplex on the other side of that. And the guy goes, can I see someone? And Sue said, how many of you would have said, I got a party, a football game, anything else like that? Who all would? Who's going to want in a wheelchair, a second story duplex? Thing is, if we hadn't shown that, we would have gotten in trouble. As Sue's walking out the door, getting her in the car, the guy goes, excuse me, I see you, yeah. He in the car, he wasn't in the house. Okay? Because we're trained to be sensitive. There's only one color in real estate, we all should understand that. Not green. Don't confuse. So anyhow, there are other benefits to being, to working with someone who's licensed, but that's what you should look for when you hire a professional management manager. Now, in addition to not getting sued, or my favorite term is that you should always remember everything that you do in life, litigation, mitigation, right? Sorry, counselor. So anyhow, litigation, mitigation. Okay, we want to reduce the that's probably equal important as what? What's the other reason we invest in real estate? Give me why do you invest in real estate? Money, exactly. There we go. See it? I didn't think it. Freedom, blah, blah, blah. It's the money, all right? Now, when you invest in the money, or when you invest in real estate to make the money, the one thing you have to make sure is that you, what with the money? Get the money. Yeah, keep it. But the most important thing is you want to make sure that you get the money.